on our way to the airport. Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel and welcome if you're new here. My name is Gift. Nice to meet you. We go to the airport, my sister, my cousin, and myself, and we're waiting for this. So we got that on the flight, and then we go to Istanbul. This is Istanbul um, airport waiting area. We I had the connecting flight to Kuala Lumpur, and then I got to Kuala Lumpur. I don't even know how or why I did not film boarding. Okay, a lot happened on this journey. This is Chinatown, Kuala Lumpur. I had gotten to Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur in I think in the morning also. I can't remember. You guys, sorry again. I'm making this voiceover like very early. So got to Kuala Lumpur and I just had my bath and I slept. When I woke up, I was hungry and I had to go look for something to eat. Where the place I stayed was not far from this street market, so I just went to get something to eat, and then I looked around the market, and yeah. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that happened on this journey, and I don't know if I can like um tell you guys on this vlog or do a sit down video and talk about it, but I'll try and like chip in one or two, and if I cannot talk about everything that happened on this journey and um uh my stay at Malaysia, I would do a sit down video because you guys, if you are planning to travel, if you're planning to leave the country, there are a lot of stuff. Like you're leaving the country for the first time, there are a lot of stuff that you need to just know, because I did not know them and I saw hell. So I stopped at this cookie shop because it smells heavenly. And then when it was my turn to get one, they said they don't accept cash. That you are either transferring or paying with card or something. And I don't even have card. I only had like dollars with me, and then I changed to their currency, which is ringgit. And then here this is my friend John, and then there's another lady. We're headed to the Twin Tower. We got to Twin Tower. There are a lot of stories surrounding this excursion or this adventure, but I don't know if I can tell you guys, because like if I start talking about it, I cannot even tell you guys. Like, okay, that's my friend. That's my other friend that we got to he was our guide because we did not understand the language. We have no idea how to navigate like the place, nothing. I don't even know how to use the map. So I had not planned to go anywhere because they speak more of their language, like they don't speak English that much. Just a handful would like speak English to you. Most of them will speak their language, and then at the market, excuse me, and if you're buying something, like they try to communicate to you with numbers, like they don't speak English. Even their buses and train, most of them don't speak English. Like their English is very tiny, very small. So he was our guide. The train we took to this twin tower, um, we had to go and pay using a machine. So we made a few mistakes because he was on a tour there. I think I've forgotten where he said he's from, but he speaks Chinese because he's studying in China. And then we did not know we could go in. We were outside for a bit because everybody was just outside taking pictures. So we're outside for a bit, and then we saw people going inside. John is daring. I like him for that. He was like, "Let's go inside." How is it? We just tell us that we can't go in or we need to pay a certain fee. And then when we walked to the entrance, nobody said anything, and that's how we got in. And we're like, okay, be our guide. We're not going to even argue with you anymore. Like, he was so daring. He wanted to see everything. He wanted to look at everything. I said, well, that is what tourists do. I did not go there to tour. I I told myself that okay, I can still come here later when I am settled, not knowing that I will not even be settled at all. And then we got into the elevator going up. Yeah, we got into the elevator going up. I think I cannot remember, but do you guys not feel that this place looks like there's this movie that I saw. I think he's twins something something one twin something. Is a Chinese movie, yeah? Yeah, it's a Chinese movie. Twins, either twins fighting or two. They acted one scene in this place. I remember because I watched that movie. I watched that movie more than twice, so that's why I remember. Like, do you guys see like okay, we were in the elevator going up, and then I was filming, and I looked at him like dude, this place looks familiar. It looks familiar, but I'm like okay. Like, leave in the comments if you have seen the movie and if you find the place familiar too. And then we walked around. Everything was so expensive. Like, there are shops inside. We were not even aware that there are shops inside. Like, we just thought maybe it's like maybe government owned place that people just come and look at. We did not know, but there were shops, restaurants, pedicures, massage, boutique. Zara was inside too, but we did not go into any because we did not have money. We did not have money, and I just got there like the day before, so I don't know how it's going to look. So I was not even acting like I had any change. No, I don't have money to. Okay, so the night before this day, Joanne, I sat down at like the sitting area at the place I stayed, and what's the name? So we were just looking around, and like the place is just wow. The place is just beautiful, like beautiful. My friend was taking pictures. Joanne took Joanne took pictures too, but he was not like into. He was just looking around. So the previous day, I was just sitting around there. Like, it's like an open space where like a lot of people, and there's a table of 4 or 6. So I sat down there, and then Joan was on his he was on his system doing on his computer doing what he's doing. I don't even know. And then I was on a call, I think with my sister, and when I dropped the call, he now asked where I'm from. His English is not that dope, but he's trying. Like, he's one of the persons that I could communicate with, though I could communicate with to a certain level. And he asked where I'm from, and I said Nigeria, and he was like, "Oh, that he's schooling in China and he stays in China. This he said there's this island, this small island that he's from. I have totally forgotten. I don't know if I should ask him on WhatsApp and then tell you guys in the sit down video. But okay, this was where we paid when we were going back, because I totally forgot to film when we were going, and then when we paid before we got into the train, and you just see us struggling. Okay, no, I think that was before we got here. I think that was before we got here. Yeah. And then this is when we're going inside. Yeah, when we're going inside, and then this where I don't even know what this is, because it is not soya. And then this is their food. Like the things that I could eat here are like just the chicken, the rice, the uh, Irish potatoes, and what else? And then broccoli. There, there's this vegetable that my friend got, and I tried it. Oh Lord. Anyways, I ended up getting porridge, Irish potato, and I don't know where me and Joanne were heading, and we wanted to pay for our train, and the machine just stopped working, so somebody came to fix it. That guy came to fix it. You see why I don't want to tell you guys like the story surrounding everything, because before I could finish like telling you guys, I need to like explain what is going on, like where we're at, what we're doing. Do you get? So I was saying something before. Okay, the previous night we were sitting down and he asked where I'm from. I said I'm from Nigeria, and you see him trying to navigate this stuff here. He knows how to use map. I need to go learn how to use map, because I I struggled a lot and we got into the train. Okay, we're going to fix my phone because my phone just stopped charging. The battery will just go off. It will be 100%. It will just go off. And when I turn it back on, it will be 11%. I'll be like, what the heck is going on? And I explained to him, and he said, let's go see if we can like get somewhere to change my battery. Like, let's go to where they fix phone. And we did. Before we got there, oh god, there's just a lot of stories to tell you guys, a lot. Anyways, that's how we got talking, and he was like, he's going to Twin Tower tomorrow. That do I want to go? I'll be like, okay, where is Twin Tower? Because before I left Nigeria, I did not make any research about Malaysia. The only research I was making is concerning what I was going there for, and what I was going there for is work. They had told me that my job is ready and everything. Like, you guys, the stories, I would have to sit down and tell you guys everything. Okay, what was this? Oh, okay, we were heading out. Okay, now I left Kuala Lumpur to to a nearby city, and then from Kuala Lumpur to that city, I think it's like 2 hours drive. Yeah, because I left around about 8 and we got there at 10. After when I got there, the stories surrounding that place that I went to, I have to sit down. Okay, we're going out with this person, with a lady, with another lady, and then there's this person I met on the flight. No, not on the flight, that I met at Istanbul airport. So she's the person I'm currently with here. She's passing away, and then I don't know if that person is her agent or her friend. I think it's her agent. Yeah, I think her agent connected her to this lady that's sitting in front. The stories too surrounding this lady and this guy. Anyways, we stopped at KFC, and then we got chicken and mashed potato, and then we sat down for a bit, I spoke to the guy that was driving us, and then went back to the house. The previous night that I got there, I couldn't like um show you guys like the room, but this is the whole room. Like my clothes was on the floor and then the next day, I think this was the next day, yeah. Yeah, the next day I was on my way to I was on my way back to Kuala Lumpur because I was going to leave the country. I think the next day, I think I spent about 4 days or five. I think 5 days. I cannot remember. But now we're heading to the bus station because I Ubered to this city that I'm currently in. I Ubered there, and when I think I paid around about 250 ringgit, and converting 250 ringgit, I forgot. I don't know how much it is in naira, but it was just way too expensive, and I couldn't afford it back. So I just took this Uber to bus station. I did not even know where the bus station is. I had to ask chat, you guys go and help me and tell chat thank you, because that dude helped me several times. So I was heading the um to the bus station, not the train. I did not even know that train is available, and he was trying to tell me that there's a train station in that place, but I did not I did not understand him because his English is very we're struggling to communicate, but it's just you just have to pick like one or two words and comprehend what he's trying to say yourself, not that you understand this. And what the reason I started filming this place is because all these are like, I said, this is it's not a cemetery, but it is graveyard. All of these places, this did you guys see where it started? Like, okay, he was telling me that that's like I think like he said that they are Chinese or something, that there was a war that they fought in this place, and then like all of the Chinese people and everything. I think I've forgotten if it's Chinese, but yeah. So we got to the uh to the park or the bus station, and it was after I had gotten into the what's the name? I've gotten into the bus that I comprehended that he was trying to tell me while I was still in the car with him. He was trying to tell me that um, there's a train, and I know that the train would have been more cheaper compared to compared to the bus. But anyway, because he was asking me if I wanted to go to the bus station or the train station, and I was like bus station because I heard that better, like compared to the train that he was saying. The word train, I don't even think I heard it from him. If he ever says this, I'm sorry. So again, I had to like ask questions, and there are a lot of people touring Malaysia, like a lot of people that speaks um not particularly English. Some of them speaks French and some of them speak other languages. You would see somebody looking like an American, and then you go say hi and they reply to you in their language, and that's crazy because I want to ask a question and I cannot because you're not even speaking English. So I paid before I was able to get a ticket for this bus. They had asked me, okay, look at the bus we're about to take. They had asked me for my passport. They had asked me for my passport. When I entered the country, they had given me 11 days. But as at that time, I did not think about it because I felt okay. Since I'm going to like change my visa to work visa, I don't like need all of this. But when before I left, because even if you want to change money, whatever you want to, like whatever significant thing you want to do, you would have to like show them your passport, because there are a lot of people staying there illegally, and the immigration and police people are always on their tail. So I paid I paid and then got into the bus. We left the city heading to God, I don't know why. Okay, I will try and look for the city's name so that I'll share it with you guys, or I'll tell you guys the on that sit down and talk video that I'm going to make. Sit and talk video that I'm going to make. I'm going to look for the name and tell you guys, because the only story surrounding this is the fact that first off, the lady collected my passport and she looked at me. She looked at me from the crown of my head to the sole of my feet, and then she was like, I think she collected, is it 15 or 25 ringgit? Oh Lord, I've forgotten. Because this was in January. I left the country in January. So if you've watched this particular corner, please subscribe. Share with your friends and family for support. Please support me. Leave me a comment. Leave me a thumbs up. Because if you leave a thumbs up, YouTube is going to push out the videos to a lot of people, like to other people's feed. But if you don't thumbs up, YouTube will think that you don't like the video, so they will not push it forward to other people. Okay, so on our way back, Joanne had called me, because I told Joanne, okay, we're staying in the same place before Joanne went to a different place to stay, because it was like, okay, I think they moved him or he moved himself. I can't even remember. So he went to a different place and he told me that he's going to like a different place to stay. I was like, okay. He asked me to come know the place. I'd be like, no, because guys always guys. So I did not want to go there, so I did not end up going. And then what has happened? Okay, on this journey, when we were going, it's supposed to be an hour 30 minutes. The drive with Uber to the place is 2 hours, but in this bus going back, it was an hour 30 minutes. An hour 30 minutes or 2 hours. I think it's an hour 30 minutes, and we ended up getting to Kuala Lumpur 2 hours later, 2 hours 15, I think 2 hours 30 minutes. We had stayed for 1 hour in one of these stations. Okay, what on this I think when somebody showed her passport, she's white, so when she showed her passport, where like you get a ticket, the lady there saw that her passport has expired, so that her stay in Kuala Lumpur has expired, and she's still in Kuala Lumpur. So the lady did not even say anything. I was not even aware that something like that happened. And then while in the bus, I'd come back to Kuala Lumpur. My flight was at 4. Okay, my flight was at 4 p.m. the next day. Yeah, it was the next day, not that same day. It was the next day. I come back to Kuala Lumpur and Chinatown. Went back to where I was staying, and then I filmed all of this place. I'm going to tell you guys the story surrounding where I was staying too. Excuse me. I'm going to tell you guys the story surrounding where I was staying. And foods were so expensive there. Like, why am I paying 5 ringgit for one mango? Okay, if you're paying if you're there and you're earning in ringgit, 5 ringgit is like nothing. But if you oh God, what am I saying? If you change the money, or if you convert the money, that's the word I'm looking for. If you convert the money to naira, you would see that it's almost 1,000 plus. Like, why am I buying mango for that amount of money? So anyways, the fruit was expensive, but it was really nice. And I tried sushi. See, if you know that you don't want to taste, if you know that you don't want your taste but to ask you, what in the hell of nothing are you eating? don't even try sushi. I think this is when I was going to look for sushi, like a good spot, or maybe it's because I got the cheaper one. Wait, okay, this this was when I was heading to, where was I heading? I think in the car going back to where I stayed. Yeah. Oh Lord. It's been so long, like more than 6 months. And I don't even know why I did not make this. Okay, I think this was when I was heading back to where I stayed, or heading to the heading to the airport. Okay, let me just keep watching with you guys, and then I would confirm where I was headed to, because I had taken 3 different Ubers. Is it 3 or 4? Okay, yeah, I was heading to the airport. I was heading to the airport, and then all those people were just looking at me. See, this is like a norm. The amount of stare, the amount of people that will stare at you as a black person. Well, somebody said it's just curiosity, that it is not nothing. But the way they were looking at me, like I am about to steal from them. They were looking at me like a criminal. So, my friend was, oh God, what's her name again? I've not spoken to her in a while. Marie. Yeah, her name is Marie. So, what is it? What was I saying? Oh Lord. Her name is Marie, and I told her that I don't understand why people are staring at me like that, and she'd be like, they're just curious, like seeing somebody black skin, wanting to black. There are a lot of black skin people here, though most of them don't speak English. There are a lot of Indian people too. I met a few people from Nigeria. My experience with them, anyways, the few people I met, see, if you leave the country, the people you should put your guards up against are Nigerians. Let me tell you guys now, like, Nigerians, put your guards up against them. Like, if there's a way you can avoid Nigerians, yeah, avoid them. They're like the plague over there. They want to extort money from you. They want to, like, oh Lord. I'll tell you guys by experience. Anyways, I will. So, sushi, it tastes like nothing. Okay, back to the bus that was taking us to Kuala Lumpur, that took us to Kuala Lumpur. So we got to because if you get to any I noticed that they were stopping in different bus station or in different parks. Like, they will stop there. If anybody is stopping, they will like announce the bus stop, and then if you are stopping, you would stop there, and then they will pick other people heading to Kuala Lumpur. That was how it was. It's not like you can stand on the road and be like and get it, like you can just go to a random bus stop at your street and enter. No, it's not like that. You have to go to the bus station and then wait. If the bus that's heading your way, you would wait for them and you get a ticket, and then so we got to this bus station, and we stayed there for an hour. Yes, we stayed there for an hour. Why? Because somebody's passport has expired. Somebody has overstayed. So we were waiting for immigration and the police, because I think that lady that gave her ticket had already called police or the immigration, because police and immigration came. We did not even know what was going on. We're just parked, and then we're parked at the station, and then a few people stopped. No, nobody stopped first. The driver just locked us inside. Yes, locked us inside the bus and then left. We were looking for him. What's happening? Why are we here for? You can imagine, like, see, inside that bus, yeah, I noticed that it is just like 2 of us that was worried that, okay, where is the driver? Myself and one other guy, I think he's Indian. He just got there too. He just got to Kuala Lumpur too. So, like, we had okay, gone to check that. Okay, where is the driver? Because the driver's seat is like down. You have to climb the staircase to go sit down, and then when you want to come down, you have to climb the staircase down. So like close to that staircase, that's where the driver's seat is at. So we had come down. The guy had come down to check, and then noticed that the door was locked. So I also sat down there. I think 45 minutes later, I came down to check as well. But why I'm telling you guys this is because they're patient. They're patient. Like if they're in a queue, they can move for you too. If you're in a hurry, they will move. Go. Do you get? Like they're not in a hurry. If you saw the train station that you saw the train that we entered, when it was time for us to get down from that train, like if you see the way they were not in a hurry. They will sit down, the first row go, the second, like, oh yeah, they will wait for you. Nobody is dragging with you. But even small koroke that you enter, you want to come down, you see somebody dragging with you. Nigerians have small chill, have small patience. Anyways, that's not it. We sat down there, and then the immigration lady and I think about two of them and the police came, and I was not worried because I did not do anything wrong. I'm not holding anything, so I know that it's not me. They went straight to the lady. She's white, and then they started asking. I think, was she speaking? I think she was. I don't know. So they asked her questions, and I think I overheard them saying that she's married to an indigene, so they let her go. Yeah, I think there's a card that if you're married to an indigene, there's a card. Your passport can be expired. They don't like look at that, but there's a card that they will give to you, so you can use that card to go to anywhere. So I don't know why the lady did not even use that card instead of her passport to get the bus ticket. But anyways, that was her problem. That's a problem. Like, why? Anyways, we stayed there for an hour, and then afterwards we picked up some passengers. Excuse me. We picked up some passengers, and then some stopped, and we're on our way. Excuse me. Okay. So I'll say I think I got to the airport. Yeah. My flight was at 7, and I got to the airport around about 6. Now, because of my experience in Nigeria, I had to go to the airport early because I don't want to have like the same experience, but it was seamless. And then with the remaining ringgit and coins that I had, I got Monster. I got Monster, and I was not even able to afford their food because I did not have money. The food in the airport was so expensive. Like, even Monster was sold for 14 ringgit. Oh Lord. I think 12 ringgit and 55 cents. I can't remember. And I was waiting for, because it's like this place is just too jam packed. So when the time for Turkish Airlines were not there. Was it? Okay, no, it's Ethiopia, because I took Turkish Airline while I was heading to Kuala Lumpur, and then when I was coming back, this was when I was waiting. Can you see how angry, how upset I was? This is the circus. I sat down there, I was angry. I don't even know why this. Okay, then this is at the airport when I was waiting for Ethiopia people to open their stand, because nobody was there when we got there. Malaysia did not have a good experience with it, but it wasn't bad. And then this bus was taking us to the aircraft. I think, was it taking us to the aircraft or taking us to? Okay, it was taking us to the aircraft because we got to Ethiopia in the morning. I think around about 10. Yeah, around about 10, because my connecting flight was like was that 12 or 1 or so, or 11, can't remember again. So in that bus, Joanne had called me that they wanted to go to this temple, that if I would go. Okay, no, the previous day, and I told him that I'm not in Kuala Lumpur, that I left Kuala Lumpur, because I told him I was leaving Kuala Lumpur and he did not believe me. So we got to Istanbul. Okay, no, that bus was taking us to what's the name, to the aircraft that is bringing us to Singapore. Sorry, Lord, to Singapore. We did not have a connecting flight to Singapore, but we had this. We stopped. I think we stopped to pick up passengers. So I don't even know why we stopped, but we went through another checkup, and then we got to, what's the name, Ethiopia. We got to Ethiopia because it's Ethiopia Airline. Yeah, because it's Ethiopia Airline that I took back to Nigeria. So in that bus, Joanne had called me and I told him that I'm not okay. That I am okay. I was the one that called him that I was heading back to Kuala Lumpur and I would like to go with them to the temple because I am here in Malaysia, and then the temple, Twin Tower, all of the places that I'm supposed to visit, I did not visit because I felt that I had time, not knowing that I did not have no time. So if when people say, if you want to do something, if any opportunity you have, do what you want to do. Don't be like this time, because there's no time. I did not even know that I did not have that time. And till now, it's still pissing me off because I went to Kuala Lumpur. Even what I wore to that Twin Tower, I did not know. Okay, before we had gotten to before we left for the Twin Tower, we thought we were going to walk to the Twin Tower because we did not have money. And John was like, he will pay for us. We got to Nigeria. I'd waited in that airport, I think, for an hour. So we got to Murtala Mohammed. You can see Zenith Bank. See, Nigerian airport is terrible. Oh God, I have a lot of stuff to say. I ended up not going to that temple because they had already left. Because of that delay at that bus station, Joanne is quick to make friends. His other friends, they have left the temple, so I was not able to visit the temple, but I was able to visit Twin Tower and a different state. Not bad, yes. Malaysia, there's a lot of. I'm going to do a sit down and talk video because you guys need to be careful of Nigerians. You need to be extremely careful, and Nigeria airport is whack. Everything wasn't working. Like, not that it wasn't working, it was working, but it looks like it is used one that they got, or maybe they have been using this since 90s and then they don't want to change it. And I was in an Uber heading home. You guys, I'll just have to make another video, a sit down and talk video. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. Share with your friends and family. Support me. Please support me by sharing with your friends and family. Like, just copy the link and upload it on any of the social media platform. All right, thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.